Hello Jeddies and Lennerman, welcome back to another video on this channel. Today we've got another showcase video for you guys. So obviously I did this with jackets recently. A lot of you guys actually like that and you asked for either hoodies or jeans or whatever. So today we are doing hoodies slash zip ups. So it will be tops, hoodies and hoodies with a zip. Yeah. You get the gist. Obviously, as always, most of these items you'll be able to find down below in the description in the spreadsheet. However, some of these items will have already expired or the links won't be available anymore. So obviously you won't be able to buy them. Unfortunate, I know, but it is how it is. Without further ado, follow my Instagram and my TikTok. I've been posting a lot more on TikTok now. By the time this video goes up, there should be 2 unboxings up on the TikTok as well. So you obviously don't want to miss that. And yeah, let's just get into it. Starting us off, I have probably the most popular hoodie in the rep scene in the last year, and it is obviously this Supreme MM6 collaboration. And as you can see, I do actually have all 3 colorways, with the gray one being on right now. All 3 of these are from MVT, and I must say, maybe it fits a bit big. However, the quality on this is so nice. It is such a soft material. The attention to detail on this is also spot on. You've even got the embroidery on this sleeve here, if you can see that. Obviously, the print on the front, inside of the hood, everything is matching with how it should look, and the hood is so nice and thick as well. This is just a really good hoodie, but at this point, with how popular it has been in the rep scene, I think everyone knows that if you wear this hoodie, it is a rep. So kind of have to deal with that. I haven't seen anyone wear the green one in public before. The gray and black I have seen. So I guess if you want to be a bit unique, wear the green one. And speaking of green hoodies, we do have this Oversized Vetements zip up hoodie, which as you can see is quite a short fit. I'm wearing a pretty cropped tee and it is considerably longer than this. So that just puts into perspective how short this hoodie is. It is a nice piece though if you want to showcase your accessories such as your belt, potentially even your underwear if you're wearing Supreme or Chrome Hearts underwear. I do really like this cropped fit, and the nice Oversized print on the back is also very, very visible. It's quite a vibrant piece, and the color obviously is quite nice. Green is a pretty cool color to wear because you don't see many people wearing it. As you'd expect, you do have this Vetements embroidery on the hood here as well, with the inside tag as well. I don't remember what seller this was from, maybe it was Vogue, but you will be able to find this in the spread if it is still available. Now, this zip up hoodie is probably one of the most popular and wanted pieces in the community. It is obviously the Bridges zip up from Vetements with a very, very massive fit. You can see how much the bag drags. This honestly isn't wearable zipped up in my opinion, because I find that it just looks fucking ridiculous. It literally looks like I stole someone's hoodie, some like obese man, 400 pounds or something. But all in all, I think it's a sick piece. It is a very interesting fit, very simple print, very recognizable though, with Vetements specifically. The sleeves are awfully long as well, and the hood is absolutely massive. This looks fucking ridiculous at this point. Do have the Vetements embroidery though, which is always nice. Up next, we have this recent addition to the collection, and it is the Project GR Certified Freak zip up hoodie, with obviously the stars going all around the hood if you can see that, and the massive certified print on the front. This is such an obnoxious piece. I do love the way this zip fits though. It is perfect. I honestly have no complaints. You do have the little G in the heart here, which tells you what brand it is pretty much if you have that knowledge. Whereas Project GI is realistically so niche of a brand where most people won't know what this is, and they'll just think you're maybe slightly deranged, which I think kind of what people want fashion nowadays. Here's the hood up. Obviously you can see the stars a lot better now. It is also a double zip up. You can kind of wear like a cape. Obviously this isn't the intended purpose, but if you don't like your hoodie scrunching up at the bottom, this will obviously prevent that from happening. And this was a very recent purchase, so this should definitely still be available. This is definitely one of my favorite hoodies as well, or zip up hoodies I should say. This is the Supreme True Religion collaboration in the color purple. This is also available in black from the seller Angel King, and the material on this is honestly nothing I have in other hoodies. It is such a soft, nice feeling material. I don't know even how to explain it. I guess it's like some sort of cotton blend, but it is just so unbelievably soft. The print is perfect, doesn't go off in a wash or anything. I haven't had any issues with that at all. And obviously it's a zip up hoodie, which just, I feel like zip up hoodies are usually nicer to wear than normal hoodies because you don't get that sort of scrunching on the front with the material. This hoodie is really warm, but it's not too thick, so it's not something you get extremely sweaty in. And for spring, for fall, I think this will be a go-to hoodie, go-to zip up, where it's a collar that will stand out in those seasons, but I think it's slightly too thin for winter. You will definitely need a jacket on top of this. Obviously really cool print on the front. Supreme True Religion tells you everything you need to know about this piece pretty much. This might be the only zip up that is more cozy than the Supreme True Religion one. This is the Akimbo Club zip up hoodie, which was super popular on Reddit for a while. I think a couple months ago this was really, really popular. Everyone wanted this hoodie, and I must say it is insanely soft and comfortable to the touch. There is a fleece material on the inside which makes this so nice to wear with a short sleeve. Honestly, I would wear this hoodie without a t-shirt underneath just because of how nice this feels on my skin. The hood is quite shallow. It's not like a big hood, so obviously you might want to keep that in mind. It is a functional hood. By no means is that an issue. It's nicely finished with this whole material wrapping around here. There's no like heavy face, so that won't get annoying at all either. I will say the cut of the hoodie is a bit weird to see the material stretching here, but that's really not visible when you just have the hood down and you're just wearing the zip up without the hood up. Up next we have this ERD or ERD or Enfants, Riches, the Primes. Yeah, hoodie. Obviously not a zip up. This is just a hoodie, normal hoodie as you could expect, with some very heavy distressing going around the entire body with this nice puffy text on the front, just is the name of the brand. As you can see, the distressing is basically on every part of this hoodie, from the sleeves to the cuffs to the pocket cuffs as well, even just to the main waistline. There is a bit of those holes or distressing everywhere, and that does add a lot of character to this hoodie, with a pretty narrow, or shallow I should say, hood for your head as well. I don't think this looks too good. I feel like I look a bit like an egg right now, but you get the idea as well. And once again, it's this weird this weird stretching here that I'm just not really a fan of. I don't know why they do this. But other than that, I really love the color on this hoodie. It is quite a vibrant piece, very eye-catching, and I think it just looks great with a nice simple black fit. You know, black trousers, some leather boots, and you've pretty much got something nice going on. Maybe stick a leather jacket on the top, or a work jacket, and I think you could really go a long way with this. Up next, we have another distressed hoodie, and this is from some random listing on Janu. I don't even know what brand this is supposed to be, but it's this pretty heavily distressed with a completely ripped out pocket or cut out pocket on the front, and a very, very eye-catching print of this lady sleeping, not partaking in any other activity. She's sleeping, okay, with some nice distressing across the entire structure of the hoodie, from the sleeves to the hood to the main body. Obviously, the front pocket being missing is like the biggest piece of stressing that you can find. I love the way this fits, quite a nice baggy fit, but it's not something too obnoxious. You do have a bit of cropping going on the back, so you can see your t-shirt sticking through, and the front sags a bit further down. Pretty common with today's clothing. I think that's quite a usual thing nowadays. Once again, with the hood up, it does not look the best. I don't know what it is with these brands, just kind of avoiding making good looking hoods. It completely beats me and defeats the purpose of this. But I guess if you wear a jacket on top, or if you've just got a hat, you won't be needing it anyway. And with this quiff I've got going on right now, this looks fucking ridiculous. Nearing the end now, we've got this very, very bright and pink Balenciaga New York City hoodie from, I believe it was made by Swag. This was quite an expensive piece, but I do really like the way this looks, the materials, and just the entire structure of this. You even have the print going inside of the pocket, which I don't see many rep producers care about doing. So this is a really nice attention to detail, and I do just like this hoodie in general. It is quite a saggy body, like as you can see, there's a lot of scrunching. I'm looking in the mirror right now, and there is a lot of scrunching going on. However, I think it doesn't look too bad. These trousers aren't too wide around the hip area, but when you have something slightly baggier, something like an Acne Studios type of fit, I do think this looks a lot better. Obviously, could have maybe even gone a size down, but it's too late to worry about that now, and at this point I'll just wear it, and with baggier pants I'll live. You know, it's not the end of the world. I do like how these look with the Acne Studios leather pocket jeans, the dark blue ones. That is a nice contrast, and just so you can get a good look at the print and how it looks, I can show you this part as well. New York City skyline, just a nice simple kind of H&M looking hoodie, but still really, really clean. And unsurprisingly, once again, I look like a condom with the hood up. I don't know what is up with this. To be fair, I haven't even paid attention to this in the past, but now that I'm making this video, it's slightly bothering me. Also, I do need a haircut, so that doesn't help. Now, last but definitely not least is this Balenciaga, I guess you could say Manchester United zip-up hoodie, soccer zip-up hoodie, with the big number 10 on the back and the Paris print as well. There is a version of this hoodie that says Tokyo instead of Paris, which would definitely be cooler than Paris, because Paris is quite smelly, let's be real, and Tokyo is just a considerably cooler city than Paris. You do have the embroidery on the sleeves as well, and that is on both sleeves, with a print across the, I guess you could say, chest, an embroidered lion dragon logo, I guess, and the Balenciaga embroidery on the front as well, and obviously the print on the back that I mentioned just now. This is of course a double zip hoodie, so you could do the cape thing again, or if you don't want your hoodie scrunching up, you can loosen it on the bottom. And I think this is probably one of my better fitting zip ups, to be fair. I think it just fits really, really well. I have absolutely zero complaints, with even the hood on my head not looking too bad, surprisingly. We've only had to go through like a third or a fourth of my collection to find a hoodie that doesn't look bad with the hood up. Who would have thought? But that is actually it for today. I don't want to go into too many pieces. I don't want to make this video too long. I just want this to be a nice quick showcase for you guys. I would say this is like a third or a fourth, as I just mentioned, of my main collection. So obviously this is all of my hoodies. These are just some of the ones that I picked up for this video. If you guys would like to see something like this again, obviously let me know down in the comments below. It really helps to know what you guys think of these videos so I can adjust them accordingly. If you want to see this with denim or sneakers, I can definitely do that for you. Or if you want to see more jackets and hoodies, then I can also definitely do that for you as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you're looking for any of the items in this video that are still available, you find them in a spreadsheet down below. Obviously follow all of my other socials, leave a like on this video, a comment, and also subscribe if you haven't already, because why not? Why wouldn't you? At 10% of the way to where we used to be, which is kind of crazy to say. Thank you guys so much for helping me rebuild. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.